your lovely level Delta speaking with his co-host Effic. We are first episode of Disco Elysium. Yes, we're kind of just smashing straight into it because it's already late, tired, groggy, feel about as drunk as our main protagonist.
Yeah.
I really wish I could have started this sooner, but one, as you noticed, load gate button is not grayed out. I got distracted test running this game, played a little too long. And then I got distracted with another game, had insomnia and all that other stuff, so yeah. That's gonna be a problem.
How do you define little?
In the context of, sorry, I'm basically reading off a script here in my brain.
Just for how long have you played? Yesterday.
I think I was on to day 4. No, only day 3. That's okay. It was just mostly so we didn't have a hurdle. So first one I went with is basically a combination of thinker and sensitive. So with this one, so I want to try an entirely different path and I get to, I want to go physical.
Good, less likely to die then. Speaking of, you wanna share your screen with me?
All right. Move, share.
Yeah, it works.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Wait, what was that about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat.
That was
thing.
such an...
I want to know about the X something.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyssopelagic zone.
Abyssopelagic? That's a new one.
Speaking of... I think it will be better if you will read out the options you choose.
Well, yeah,
just
the first one I forgot to do, okay? I know. Trust me, I had a plan for this. I just rushed the... and since we do everything live and don't really pre-plan much, brain can't ever see. No! I want to get off now! I like pain and being lights. Things from... Give them to me.
Do you really?
I do. Fuck off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear
You know what's
and
the fun
apprehension.
part?
You should ask what's out there first.
Uh, those two voices is the same voice actor.
I can tell one's a strain, one's not.
Hmm.
Fear and
Please continue.
apprehension. Wait, I did this to myself?
Yes. Your one disco mother.
Tell me, what's waiting for me?
There's this giant ball there. And evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
How big is the ball?
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large.
How small are the apes then?
Infinitesimally small.
And this duking it out I keep hearing about? That.
Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face. Or you lose.
That sounds like something I would like to do. Let's go!
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Mother, help me. There's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Who am I? What sort of creature is this?
A
Ow.
fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
What a rager last night, am I right?
Hmm. Yeah, no surprise that after that you can buy the light bulb and the ceiling fan.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap! It's released. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie, with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
The very first time I started this game, I died. With it turning on the light bulb.
Of course you did.
It really set up the expectation for the rest of the game. Disco as blazer.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really? Nothing?
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. With all the synapses you've extinguished, it's a miracle you can even think this sentence. You've interrupted a true act of self-annulment here. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch it first. Make sure there's nothing wrong with my face. Also, I can hear myself through your speakers, Fefik.
Give me a moment.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
If my tongue is okay.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
There we go.
Behold,
I put my headphones on.
Old man syndrome!
you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
I think this is the face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I'm not making it. The face is making it itself.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I think it screams an expression of pain.
You are correct.
I mean, looks like good odds.
It's too late. Like an
Eh,
image
close
on
enough.
film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
I should probably go and get that
A
shit.
cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
At least we get the first one. Ooh, money.
Real. Chat, is this real?
Wasn't even
Get
there.
it because that's what the currency is called. Huh? 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 Tough.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No. Because you're a police
I'm sorry.
officer, sir.
Doing zone.
Hmm?
I forgot to read the line. Read the line, Bart. The line.
Come on, channel your inner theater kid.
Yeah, I just woke up like 30 minutes ago. To me.
I
Breathe,
can't
get
nod
ready to
from here.
read. Oh, stop feeling like shit. Feel about as depressed as this man does.
Okay, good for the reading those lines then.
Goddamn right. I'm a policeman, and don't you fucking forget it.
Okay, cool. I won't.
Good. How the fuck did you know I was a police officer?
First, I have to ask. Are you okay, sir? You look like you're about to throw up. Can I bring you something?
She's right. Something wants to come out through your mouth. But you can keep it down because your body does not control you.
I'm fine. Answer the question.
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, as you put it. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
I don't rarely remember being a cop. Anything else for that matter.
I can see that.
So why?
Could it be because of the drinking?
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Why did anyone let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Goddamn right I'm a police officer.
The words have already left your mouth.
I can't believe I say this. I want to have fun with
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again.
I wanted to have sex with you.
No, you see, come on, man. Freddie, please. One more time.
I said I wanted to have fuck with you.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
Well,
Let me turn to the audience here for a moment. First playthrough I did testing this out, I ended up being the sorry cop. I can't be the sorry cop this time. I gotta ride with the ego.
Has the
I'm the
time
cop of the
come
apocalypse.
already?
Cops walking
fun
around with no
thing.
memory of who they are, saying what I just said. It's the end of... The end can't be more than 2 days away.
You're one intense cop. Anyone ever tell you that?
Yeah, I guess I'm pretty intense.
All right, then. Looks like I should go and prepare for what's to come. And thank you. This has been delightful. I do hope it happens sooner. Otherwise, it's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Oh, that's
You
ominous.
should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
What now?
The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It wants smokes.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
She broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
Turning to the camera here again. My trial playthrough basically contained, so fuck it. You know what? Everything. Let's just stuff it all in me.
Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now. But find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man. A mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Yeah, I'm sure that will end well.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Of course, still really get a gauge on my soul with that one.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Something tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Oh, not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero?
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
Well, then what did I do?
What did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
Oh my god, I did all those things?
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? See me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs, one of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. A small engraved steel tag says, "The Great Skua, Steakoari's Skua."
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
I am a cop. I talk whenever I please.
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Well, fine. Fuck you then.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you
Okay, it's me
approach,
in those
he narrows
relationships.
his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
I mean,
Yeah, fuck
good
it.
name. Isn't it?
Yes, well, it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Mean him? Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for... It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
What interview?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
Anyway, yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
Hey. Have. Yeah, I totally have.
Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like dead bodies.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
Completely.
Completely. Does that mean you took the body down from the tree?
Look, man, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
No.
So, the body,
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant.
where it has been hanging for 7 days straight.
Yep, have it.
We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What a shame. Get to it now. Rip that body down from the tree.
After it's been up in the tree for that long.
Delicate goods, filled with stinking horrors.
Like, I need to have autos roll turn. What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down.
Be so sure I'm from the police.
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General?
Internal Affairs. And I'm not them. I'm from Criminal Investigation.
You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean?
Yes,
Just white rectangles.
they're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
Hmm.
I have my badge. I'm a policeman and I have my badge.
Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
A painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that, so cigarettes will have to do.
What are we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
All right, let's go.
After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now.
Yeah, well, I don't need the tutorials no more.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Fuck it all up, but Raphael and Brocious Cousteau.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Yes?
I have everything. You?
So you mean, do I have questions?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
How do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Told him.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
He doesn't know. He just said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they?
Before you said they hoisted him up on a tree. What do you mean they?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers. That it was a lynching.
Who exactly was saying that?
The locals, the customers, the people who eat here. A lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Why did dock workers lynch this man?
I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The Unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
I have another
The
question.
lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Fine.
Extra fine.
You the bartender? Pass me a drink, bartender.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Get over it.
Fine, that's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
No I don't.
One moment you're running like the wind, then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both hands. Why?
The lady in the wheelchair is right behind me, isn't she?
That's true,
This option always
Yes.
kills me.
and it's worrying. But let's not fixate on it. Look at that stupid bartender instead. He has no idea what's going on. You and your fuck you fingers floating in the air. Barkeep's got his mouth agape like an idiot. You showed him.
Why did I do this? Why did I have to use both of my hands to flip them off? Why both?
Watch out!
I have a feeling this is going to be a playthrough of intrusive thoughts.
Considering I was
goes
playing logical
dark.
last time, yes.
Back so soon.
So worth it.
Admit it. You just missed the quarter light. The darkness on the edge of town.
How's it going out there? Are the tiny apes screaming about money yet?
I think the tiny apes have started screaming. Yes.
Did one of these tiny apes have a pale green face?
Oops. Yes, they did.
It's a joke, sweetie. I didn't actually think you saw.
No, you have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move.
Oh, but are you okay?
The chair took the brunt of it. Don't worry.
Are you sure, man?
Yes, yes.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place. The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100 square.
With your back against the cold mosaic floor, you feel the pain recede. You just need to get up and dust yourself off.
That's funny. If you don't pull this stunt, it charges you the full 130. I don't think he recognizes you flipped him off.
You know, that's a very fun thing because sometimes failures is actually more profitable than successes in this game.
Don't thank me yet. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I just can't let you up there. And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
Can always sleep in the trash, by the way.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
You even have one?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Up on Marvel Hill.
Why did you say that?
In Kusuragi, you know a place called Marvel Hill.
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place?
Any expression?
A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
You what? I live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
It will be very interesting how this investigation will end. I mean, good thing you went for physical, so you have the health to tank all the insane shit you're going to do.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no sweetie. Look at me.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Whatever
How'd
do
you
you
roll
mean?
me? I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Kim, of course! I forgot I had you!
Yes, and it seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law, someone you can lean on, and, sweetie, you are looking unsteady. And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use for me.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you.
I was hoping you could be my sponsor.
Oh, I'm sure you would make a wonderful gigolo, dear, with those strong arms of yours, but welfare checks aren't all they cracked up to be. My husband and I are barely scraping by.
She's not really lusting after those biceps, man. It's more like an appraisal you give to a healthy specimen. Try to force a tear out of your duct. Really rip into the whole emotional aggression thing.
God, I'm going to die on the street, aren't I?
Officer, get a hold of yourself, please.
Sweetie, I'm sorry, but I think you need more help than I can give you. Oh, no, I'm so sorry I don't have money for you. If there's anything else I can do for you, just ask.
You okay? Very sorry, I questioned you earlier. I don't know what got into me.
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that?
It's like my body had a will of its own. I was running, my torso turned, my hands made this loop gesture. I'm sorry you had to witness it.
Don't beat yourself up over it too much, dear. People do strange things when the old fight or flight kicks in. I'm just glad you weren't injured. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
colourful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Mine now.
You fumble with the spring-loaded gate of the carabiner like fucking sleigh bells.
Stop finger-fucking him, officer! I'm responsible for these oafs and their stuff. Even Sleepy there.
You stay out of this, bartender.
Fine, fine. Finger bang him then. I don't care.
To be honest, he's correct. Police officer.
It was just an idea. Come on, relax, everyone. It didn't turn out well. Doesn't mean it was a bad idea, or that you shouldn't appropriate stuff.
Well, wake up.
There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Wake up! This is an order. I am the law.
Why the yelling, man? Wait, what? I was just sleeping. What do you want, officer?
Are you sleeping here while the others are out striking?
They got it. Majoret's got it. He's guarding the gate. Or just getting some sleep. Or was.
The way he says Measurehead implies ultimate trust in this head reckoner's physical prowess. He seems like a worthy rival. You should slay him.
Yours?
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that, pal.
How about the dead body in the yard?
Yeah. What about it?
Go with it. Do you have any of those hanging from the trees here?
You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs. If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern?
Someone has to look into it. Looks like I'm that someone. Tell me, what do you know?
I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
You have a pretty solid feeling that the man's not just mouthing off. He's strong, but even he has reasons to be cautious here.
The trouble is already here, or how else would you call a dead man hanging from a tree?
They say your guy was a killer. Your tree man. He has friends, same as him, killers. There's only one thing they know well. How to wreak havoc.
Wait, who says that?
Everyone. It's a local rumor.
Saying things might get violent around here?
You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook. So Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even Sleepy Hair. This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective.
Well, quite surprising that the investigation does start to go somewhere, actually.
Did you see anything interesting in your dreams?
Thank God, no.
Was it pure nothing? Your consciousness no larger than a single grain of malt?
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. But when I'm out, then I'm really out. No malt grains or whatever, no poetry stuff, just quality time.
Fuck sleep. Despite the headache and the queasiness, you feel like you've got at least a 10-kilometer run in you.
Who's behind organizing the strike?
We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us.
I mean, there's no leader?
Okay. I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Knows how to negotiate. He's got our back.
Tell me about Wild Pines.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's that going?
How's it going? Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
I've almost never been outside of this building.
Good. We're in the middle of a strike down at the harbour, trying to force some sense into the executive board of Wild Pines. For one, I could use some more shut-eye in the mornings. Right to work, right to sleep, I say.
Alright, I'll let you sleep.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
Give it a shot.
No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
Kuno's got this.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the
Kill
dick.
them.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Oh, what's that mean?
The kid is obviously high.
Ew. Stop getting high at my crime scene.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouthhole!
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's an athlete. Every rock connects, making the battered corpse look just a little bit worse for wear.
And what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
Kid,
The
sibling?
fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
You got a good
Huh?
hand, kid.
What? You wanna fuck Kuno now? What's the matter? Kuno, who's the man?
What was that?
Nothing, see, nothing. Just
Sorry.
slicing some bacon.
He gets annoying sometimes. I'm used to skipping his fucking lines.
I mean, that's understandable. He is annoying. But hey, that's just the way he is written. I mean, at least they give you an option
Fuck no!
to.
Kuno doesn't buy that shit.
Oh, that's
Fucking
for later.
entrapment shit.
Fast. This kid has got street smarts.
I have questions
All
for
right,
you.
entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
Body. You know about it.
Shitload pig. What?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
Damn it, Kuno. Stop being annoying.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
You know who he was.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He could have just said he doesn't know.
You could have just said you don't know.
Kuno knows shit. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone.
Do you know how I got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
You didn't see it happening.
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay, where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Wake up, samurai. Which is actually kind of funny, because I think both Run 2077 and this game reference one another at some point. I can't remember.
I'm sorry, can you run this line by me again?
So, this is a reference to 2077, and I can't remember why they did it. But I definitely know Cyberpunk 2077 referenced Disco Elysium back at some. There's a quest line that reference.
Yes. So I got that, but I think you at some point called it Shadowrun.
No, I called it Cyberpunk. It's 2 syllables, and I maybe mumbled it. And you know what? Shadowrun isn't far from isn't a far-flung stone.
I mean, it's basically the same, but with magic.
A really shittier decking. Like they didn't do VR, do AR decking until like 4th gen.
Yeah. It's a shame we don't. We only play the 3rd version.
Yep.
I mean, apparently that's a good thing. They improved decking in the 4th one, but the rest is not so good or something like that.
Where is Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
See anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience, yeah?
Get lost.
About the crime scene. Kids often play in this yard.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Gotta ask, who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
That's like something you'd call a rabid dog.
Yeah, think about it.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help!
Help! He's got the...
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the...
Yeah, that's right!
Bang!
Okay, asshole. Can I punch him?
Fuck does Kuno care?
I have a feeling that the punching option is behind the like automatic check or whatever it is called, and it's probably didn't proc for one reason or another. It's probably like Volition or the Inner Empire. No, the Inner Empire is the other one.
No,
Or
I
if
think
it-
it's because I walked away immediately. Hold on a second. We're gonna go straight to... I'm sorry, this... Kid needs to fucking punch.
I mean, no complaining from me. I did it as well. If anyone is watching, don't do that to real kids.
Kuno's got this.
This one is fine because this one is not real.
Kuno! Right
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black...
Fuck that! You should...
The fuck...
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's...
Alright.
The kid moves his hands like a basket. Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Yeah.
Watch out! Help!
Help!
Everyone can hear. You
Help!
Escalate!
Pigs in here in Kuno! Somebody, please!
look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you, and you are helpless. Kill him. Kill him now. He won't see death coming.
Yes! Sorry.
Thunk. The blow connects surprisingly well, leaving your knuckles tingling.
Ah, so fucking cathartic. It's high copper.
Kuno feels
Oh, hi, Copper,
this
great
is no light tap.
timing. As always.
Officer, this is very far from...
Okay, pig. Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything.
The creature behind the fence has fallen ominously silent. Only her eyes are alive, jumping from actor to actor.
Okay, pig. Talk to Kuno. We're back in this shit. The fuck do you want? Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
This is where you quickly ask him questions.
Kuno's fucking...
He could have just said he doesn't know.
He does.
Kuno
None of
knows
this has
probably
changed. You know.
planned. You heard... I don't mess or... I don't... Kuno gives this info... Your test...
Get lost,
Kuno doesn't...
But
The
yes,
corpse
that was
looks
so
at you.
fucking
You
cathartic.
seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungod...
Active decay.
Yep, damn it.
It's okay to throw up, officer.
Reading
No one is
faster than
judging.
dialogue. Close my eyes and let the dialogue play.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Avert your eyes if you're weak of stomach.
Yeah.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
You think ammonia would help?
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
Not you?
I can't handle the headache.
It's more likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
Hey, where do you get ammonia from?
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46?
Which is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
Pretty good at this, ain't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46.
I'm supposed to be
But the
alcoholic
imprints
here,
are
Copper.
twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many?
I mean, it's alright, you can both be alcoholics.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
You guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Light step for 41.
A woman? Or a kid?
Could be a woman.
Okay.
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
I don't know.
Understood. Anything else?
Heavy one, 200 kilogram imprint.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
It wasn't me, that's for sure. Well, that was carrying him over, probably.
Possibly, yes.
An aberration. One soul is...
Interesting. Let's name it the Odd Soul.
You have any ideas, Lieutenant?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
One of the people we're looking for is a drummer?
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, prudent. That's the exact word I was going to use.
Mm-hmm. A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
We've been through all of it. Honey and pills.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Looking at this pile of...
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Eh. Gravity's a bitch.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
I've heard that amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective?
No, I'm just a regular detective, thank you very much.
Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Oh.
Looks like someone left his top. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to what... Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
You know what? Fuck it, YOLO.
Oh, this is going to go well.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up there.
Wow, the dialogue is different.
You could have died there. Shit, 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 shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Hey! What happened? I understand. We can always come back when you are feeling better. It's just a cloak after all. What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags."
Am I looking at you, trash container? Just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
How do we get to lock him?
We could try using a pry bar.
Did someone say pry bar? Pry bar, pry bar. Your palms yearn its cold touch, to grasp it once more, as you've done so many times.
We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. And he also has information.
Ask the manager? Bullshit. Go straight for the pry bar and pry this baby wide open.
I'm a meathead. I gotta do a meathead thing. Hold on.
Before you stands a motor carriage. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Well, the pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Cold and heavy, like truth. You feel like you're reunited with truth once more. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue, lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
This is the Cupri's Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like. No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember?
In the cabin, you see a set of
I have the tools I need. Time to meathead.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. Force time isn't happening. You've jammed the pry bar. What is this? Your triceps ache for the metal to bend, but it resists. This calls for a potent curse to help break its resistance. Utter the power words.
Power word kill. Open up, you fuck.
The quality of metal is not the problem. From what I see, it's sturdy enough.
Unsatisfying. Hurtful. You hear a ringing sound, but not quite hollow. The can seems to be full. Full of itself. Content. Happy you failed. This snickering trash container is having a grand old time. There's a creaking sound as the pry bar slips under the lid. You hang from it like a moron, huffing and puffing. Clearly the technique is wrong, but...
Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly not working.
But I want to use a pry bar. I feel like I'm losing out on something, not using it.
You are. The pry bar is quite satisfying and handy. But you are just not good enough at prying. We should get the keys.
Oh well, I need to find more magnesium. My ego is shattered.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant. The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems
never mind, no
cathartic.
magnesium needed.
Thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow. And then suddenly, you see it. Over all the other graffitos, someone has, using the tip of a very sharp knife, cut the words, Revachol forever.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
Look, in his hand, going into his mouth, the sandwich. It's hauntingly beautiful.
Sandwich? Good idea.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls.
He's French.
This is a ball.
Omelette du fromage?
Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
See? Your munching and complaining have ruined my
Could the objective of the game be to throw the metal ball so it lands by the wooden ball?
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's in both.
I hope you pass out from it. You goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game, or doesn't matter what team. Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get in the game and throw the goddamn ball.
Why are you so mean to me?
Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky. This felt wrong. Wrong like touching your sister's breast. You threw your sister's breast.
What kind of phrasing is this?
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw.
There are no two more harmful words an athlete can hear than good job. And this was downright embarrassing. Mossback and his shitty board are mocking you. You need to get angry. Use swear words. Mention spunk.
What are you talking about? You just...
With a pinch of fear.
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass?
Perfect throw? Well, I still feel defeated.
Probably because those rooster pants are squeezing you senseless. Whatever happened to practical, durable, Revachol made? Now, what can I do for you?
Look who's talking. That cockatoo uniform must give him a real advantage when fighting in the circus.
Yes, officer. What do we need from this gentleman?
So, I was looking at the camera here. On my first playthrough of this, I just went with the impulse, and I actually succeeded. The scene that y'all miss, and you can watch it later from somebody else's. Also, turn off your ears if you don't want spoilers on it. It's pretty early in the game. If you win the role while following the impulse and not watching how they play, just take the fucking ball and shot put it into the ocean. And then you go, what the fuck did you just do? I don't know, I just went on instinct. I saw a ball, I throw it. So it's interesting that waiting and then failing the check somehow is a success in the eyes of the other people. I mean, honestly, this game is really good at showing that success is based on observation and viewpoint. Based on perspective, that's...
You know, fun thing
Unfortunately,
about
I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
Okay, sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, you know, there's a fun thing about the skills in this game. So if you have them too low, they don't tell you anything. However, if you have them too high, they sometimes tell you too much. For example, if you have erudition too high, it bombards you with useless facts about everything. If you have empathy too much, you get moral damage from suffering of everyone.
Well, that kind of happens in real life too. There's this term where basically you're so smart you're stupid. There are people who aren't experienced in something and they will find solutions that somebody who has worked with this medium for ages has always done, because those people who have worked with the medium for ages are locked into one way of thinking because that's the only way they've only ever interfaced with it. New people tend to approach things from a more open viewpoint.
Yeah, I actually experienced it just recently. For a very long time, I was doing a very specific job inefficiently. Basically, at my work, at the workshop, there is a voltage regulator, and when I need to replace the brushes in them, I need to remove the plastic. The thing is, the plastic is because there's two contacts that need to be that the brushes are holding onto, and they're covered in plastic, and it's a very hard plastic. So I used to, because that's the way I was taught initially, about almost 8 years ago or so, to just take cutters and just carefully remove it piece by piece. However, the same guy that helped me to assemble the motion trackers.
Mm-hmm.
Proposed the idea that why won't you use like what is it called? Like imagine this small power tool that is used to cut gemstones into shape.
A Dremel?
Come again?
Dremel. Or, like, are you talking like a circular blade or a little drill bit?
Yes.
Okay.
A
Circular saw?
circular thing. Yeah, just a small one. And he said, why won't you just use that to remove the plastic? I never thought about it. When I tried it, it was so much easier. The job that usually takes me half an hour took me 2 minutes. All thanks to the outside perspective. Because I've been doing that for 8 years. It works and I just do set on it.
The wonder of power tool.
Uh-huh. Especially since I'm the only one who works there and it's not like anyone uses it for anything else. So it was just laying there mostly for all those years.
Oh, I hit the chat. That was left over from tabletop stuff. Oops. See, so unfortunately, unlike most locals, I have no qualms. Closest law enforcement, but this affair has passed me completely in most of the locals.
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with the cops.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
So, again, you don't know anything.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
You know what created it?
I do. Fire from heavy artillery.
Heavy artillery fire, you say? That's the best kind of artillery fire. Very interesting.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire. But why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Wait, who are the communards again?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Why shell them here in Martinez?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
That's sounds grim.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Hold on, the coalition?
Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
Yeah, that explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They lit the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves of this radical approach, knows it was necessary.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Okay, folks, is our time to answer. Well, this game has very strong political statements it likes to make in all directions. It tries to suss you out. You ask a lot of questions, politics-wise, and I know I, for the longest time, have tried to be apolitical when it comes to business. Really, I only spoke up once or twice about that stuff. We're not going to go into heavy detail of what I choose, why I choose. It's a game. It's a game about a drunkard who woke up, can't remember shit, and is just picking random choices to whatever makes people happy. Okay? The opinions listed in this game do not reflect anyone in the Mega Republic or my own. It's just something I learned doing the trial game. I did not realize how much political talk was in. Like, oh, okay. If I were a meathead, it's how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for the hard-working class to take over. Meathead. Bunga bunga.
Preposterous! Surely you don't mean it. I'm just sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those commie hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking my piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
What exactly... Oh, no, I should probably extrapolate more data. Who was this Frizzle?
Damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
You mentioned Guilherme?
A true king in both blood and mind, led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Okay, so what exactly is the suzerain?
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frissel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Oh, I gotta play the part of the fat bastard here. Did I have a bite of that?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
Suddenly you realize how hungry you are. The last time you ate must have been God knows when. The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder, well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise?
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep
It
my
makes me
blood sugar
hungry.
stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to
It reminds
this.
me the dinner bell rang recently, so after this conversation, I need to go get that.
You can barely hear him. The sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions emanating from the sandwich is driving your mind in a singular direction. It must be yours.
Fuck off! It's mine!
A glimmer of respect flashes in Rene's eyes.
Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
And it's gone.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets close. We are a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
Come on, let me have a bite. Just one bite.
A man so principled about his sandwich calls for a principled approach. Time to get political.
No.
This right here is political.
Again, game does not represent the political views of a mega republic.
Uh-huh.
Say one of these fascist or communist things or fuck off.
Because it's not gonna let me not.
Whoa, easy there, Goldmouth. He doesn't have to say anything. Re-engage cop mode and bail out, if you like.
All right. Let's hear them, officer. Oh, the goal is to throw you bull. As close to the cochonnet as you can. That's the cochonnet.
Interesting. Tell me more about it.
Well, first, you draw a circle about a half a meter in diameter. We made ours out of rope. Then, the order of play is determined by a coin toss. You win it. You get to throw the cochonnet. Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet planted.
Anything else you can tell me about the...
I could, but I'd rather not. I don't want to take up your time with trivial details, officer.
Is he denying you information when you clearly requested it? That's it. We're blowing the lid off this man jar. You need to know things.
Do I really? Why?
Yes, you do. Knowledge is power. Bathe in it. Empower yourself. Trust me.
Reveal? Still tell me. Or anything.
Then there's measuring the distance between the bull and the cochonnet. I always measure ours, but usually it's done by the player who threw last. The opponent has a right to remeasure if he has doubt about the result, and...
Can you believe this clown? This is information you must have, and he's stalling. Lives could be on the line, and he's just running out the clock.
I remember, I'm drug-addled and booze-fueled, so I gotta fit the memo. Stop stalling and talk, goddammit! Is that all? 'Cause I swear to God, if you're holding back...
Yes, officer, yes. I swear, I don't know anything else about Petanque. It's all I know, I swear.
And that's how you break a man if the good cop and the bad cop have left for the day. Disturbing cop to the rescue.
Good, Gaston. Now it's all good now?
Yes, yes. I'm sorry, officer.
Good. Gaston finally understands the rules now. Let's see if it makes him a better petanquista.
What was that all about? Some experimental interrogation technique you're honing?
Yeah, how did you...
I know a weird cop when I see one. It doesn't work. Weird cop only confuses the suspect and the weird cop himself, while all he should have done was ask normal questions.
Epic, why are you razzing me out, big weird?
It makes it more fun.
Okay. Sandwich time. I'll be right back, folks. Or, well, whatever.
He forgot the title image. Oh well. Точно. There we go. All this time assembling these title image and it's not even visible. Such a shame. Is it pink or purple?
Okay, heads it on.
It is. Yeah, back.
Yep. Mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, corn, and chicken wings.
Everything at once.
Yeah, it's a whole backyard bonanza.
Damn. Can I move to live with you?
You don't want to live here in America. America's turning to shit.
Would you like to move in with me then? I have a spare room.
America is turning into Russia. Sorry. Turning into Russia. I don't want to go there either.
I have internet.
I have internet too.
Mine is faster.
I have a whole gigabit pipeline.
Well, fine then.
I like move to Germany or something. I don't know. Every place has. Ooh. Oh.
But yeah, every place has its issues. But some places have it less.
Good morning to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating this salami.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
You know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
How's some of that salami?
Sure thing.
It is salty, it is savory, it is chewy. The hangover only makes the salami more tasty.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
How do you know
Well,
this?
there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Well, anyways.
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Push it harder.
Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning? You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing.
No, it's a safety hazard. I love that answer.
Don't shoot, officer! Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown? Good one, officer! You're a funny guy! Now what can I do for you?
Just kidding. I'm actually here to shake you down for some answers.
Then fire away, officer! You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out.
I think one of them said not for resale on the package.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy.
And who is your supplier exactly?
Oh, he's a good guy. I think you'd get along. I'll let you know the next time he's around.
Interesting.
What stuff are you selling here?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Where did you get these comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
You have a permit for all that?
Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits, just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and the dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Kim? Is it true? He doesn't need a permit to sell?
It is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
Wait, but what are we doing here? If there are no permits...
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you could say we are here to protect the interests of property holders. I am not, however.
My man, officer, you make all this possible. Without you, this climate would be extremely bad for business. You're part of the Gossamer state.
So cool guys protect businessmen while everyone else lives in ruins. I can think of cooler things.
Yeah, cool ruins. I get to sell quality goods like these by cutting out the middlemen. You don't have to rebuild your house, live in a crater, or in a tree. Where can you do that? Only here.
Is there a discount for cool officers like me?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
Yeah, I think you've already marked it up 100%. Then give it
Anything for you. Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol. Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais, from the Sigai province of the Serais Empire. The apricot suzerainty, you know?
Yum, apricots are delicious.
The apricot suzerainty is what the Sigai archipelago is commonly known as in Revachol. It's a bit of a fraught term, I'm sure you understand.
No, apricots come from Sigai. My grandma used to grow them. But Sigai is a shithole. That's why I came to Revachol. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? I send half my profits back to my grandma in Sigai.
I love that. You get a negative for learning about his underprivileged grandma, but you get a +1 because of the humanitarian aid macaronis.
Yeah.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what...
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes. Lot.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe?
Sorry, detective.
There's a
Well,
pile
it was
of
a good
cheap
try.
sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes. It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic, the kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool, UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
No luck. All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a malformed green frog on its bent cap.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 real.
Hey, at least it might actually offer some protection against the sun. Not like those cheap plastic shades.
I hope not.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
I didn't get this the last runabout because I immediately conceded that. Yeah, there is. Even failing gets you shit.
Which is nice, isn't it?
Oh, I forgot to internalize something.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places. The box smells like cat piss or like an old person with no money.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek, a windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces.
Ah, the mark of Chinesium. You can't even keep the right font.
This jacket is the apex of human evolution, the moment at which man became weatherproof. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you, possibly because of the awful typeface.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
You find the box.
Economic.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, Slaves, basically.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
No,
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable Faun Ultras. Atop them, a small heat emboss on the veneer reads, "Solidarity aid from the People's Republic of Samara." The speakers themselves don't seem to display any magical qualities.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
Poor little speakers.
No, don't pity them, officer. These are old Samaran garbage. Don't even look at them. Check out these super cool, fun ultras instead.
I love that my character has just started patting random objects. First it's the mailbox, now it's the goddamn speaker. Can't I just buy the sad conquered Baron speaker?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
But I need some speakers.
Well, if you want them... But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
A pair of Faun Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest Faun sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
That's a fucking robbery.
But such an authentic experience.
Of going into stores like that?
Well, I wouldn't call it a store, it's more like a street vendor, but yeah.
Where I live, there's not many street vendors, so it's not a thing I'm off.
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The first Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself. Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go. The lighter's dark green disposable plastic. Safety's off. In your case, the safety is always off. Repercussions? There's a high risk of glory, with a mild chance, cool genius. Smoking makes you into an intellectual. Everybody knows that. It will help you concentrate a bit. That much is true. Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
Nicotine. Wonder how long that lasts.
Probably a few hours.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler from another planet. Hey there.
I am the law.
You sure are, my man. It's
On
the
here.
jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You can almost taste it.
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight, no explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Limbo, huh? So that's where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
How long you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Do any smokes on you?
Nope, don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
I love that they say that he doesn't smoke, but his animation literally has him holding a cigar.
I mean, you can hold cigar without
Maybe
a
it's one of those
cigarette
candy
without
cigars.
smoking it.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You'll have to ask around elsewhere.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Rebishal's weird.
You know what? I've been going at this for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. My brain is not doing super hot.
I mean, yeah, especially considering the rough start.
And I still gotta finish dinner, so
Don't be a stranger.
we'll pick this guy's brain for next. Hopefully, it'll be better set for it.
I mean, I already got that going, so that's something at least. I mean, on the bright side, I also finished the drawing of my character for the Shadowrun game.
At least have fun with that. I wish you the best on that. Right.
Thanks.
Well, thank you everyone for watching. Sorry it was a little late and a little scuffed. Technically, it was scheduled for noon, but Insomnia got the best of me. Called into our usual time for Omega Republic. But regardless, we got it done. Anyways, yeah, thank you all for watching. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.